Hello. It's Kelsproduction hunting.
And now moving on to entertainment. What's topping off our entertainment segment on this week, Ms. Reese?
So, still a little unbelievable, right? But we want to definitely pay tribute to Nipsey Hussle.
Man, the legacy, the man, the myth,
the marathon
legend.
continues.
The marathon definitely continues.
This man was just awesome, right? In so many ways.
Man.
He had his funeral, was it Tuesday?
I believe so, at the Staples.
Tuesday at the Staples Center, over 20,000 people, right? Because it was
son.
packed.
Come on, son. That
It
shit
was
was like
packed.
bigger
The
than
city-
the Lakers game.
Yeah, the city definitely came out for him. They had all different type of people speak. Snoop, of course, Lauren London, his family members, his mom.
Farrakhan.
Farrakhan. Oh, I love.
Oh,
you know what? Let me just
the
say this
brotherhood is gold.
about the brothers.
The brotherhood is gold.
The Muslim brothers,
Man.
right? When something happened and you need something,
Right.
are you gonna go to the church house or are you gonna go to the brothers?
You're going to go to the brothers. You're going to go to the nation.
Come on, that's all I got to say.
You're going to go to the nation.
I ain't
When,
gonna say
when
nothing
it
else.
needs to be handled, you're going to the nation. Even if you ain't part of the nation, you're
Right.
going to go to that goddamn nation.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
I just knew he was a cold motherfucker when I seen him standing out in front of the Marathon clothing store, and he was talking to the people, addressing them with a bullhorn, and he wasn't even holding that motherfucker. The brother next to him was like, go ahead, brother. I'm talking about he was moving his head and talking all different. The brother was like, man, go ahead. I got you.
That's what's up.
I said, goddamn, sir. First of all, servants of all, head ass. This nigga, he don't lift a finger, but he's so knowledgeable, so prophetic. I was watching a clip on him, and this had to be a little bit back in the day, but they was talking about how they was trying to accuse him of having plotted to kill Malcolm X and shit like that. Like, to like overthrow the power that he was getting. And I was like, man, let this nigga be great, dog. I'm surprised he's alive, though. Like, how is he that powerful?
He's protected.
Yeah, he's that powerful, but he is just like hella alive. Like, usually our greats get killed, such as Nipsey. But this was a totally different thing. I know people wanted to go conspiracy theory and he was doing the thing on Dr. Setti.
Boy was
Fuck
petty.
nigga.
He was
Fuck
petty.
nigga.
His feelings got hurt. He was
my
embarrassed.
stars.
And so when he shot him the first time, Nipsey, allegedly, right, people said around him that Nipsey raised up. And in the video, you can see Nipsey raised up a
I ain't
little
watched
bit.
the video. You did?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I don't watch
That's
shit
why
like
it's
that.
so just disheartening.
Yeah,
right?
to see the way he went out.
To see this dude walked up, pow, pow, everybody went down, right? Everybody left. And this just goes to show me that nobody had a gun, apparently, because nobody, when he walked away, nobody came out shooting.
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
So
Need the
Nipsey
nation then.
Yeah, Nipsey raised up a little bit and said, "You shot me, man. You got me. We good."
Right.
This nigga came back and made sure we was good
He
for
said,
real.
nah, we good and dead.
Yeah, and then he walked away. Then he came back for the third time, shot him, then kicked him. It was so that was like
a crime of passion and shit.
Well,
G.
and that just mean Nipsey and his boys, they weren't carrying. They wasn't on that.
Right.
They really just obviously
Wasn't about
wasn't on
that
that
life.
because nobody came out shooting.
And that's interesting, man, because I haven't digested it fully like I'm a word for word ass nigga with Nip, but I do ride to victory lap pretty often. And he sounds as if he's, going to have motherfuckers around him that's about that life, even if he isn't.
That's
so it's just
what I'm
surprising
saying.
that absolutely nobody had any type of retaliation.
That's why I was surprised. So it's really hurtful. I'm sure, it's taking time heals all wounds, and so things will get better. But his mom made a video just basically saying, when you at peace, when you align with God, she's like, it's okay. This was his time. He knew what he was here to do. He did it.
Right.
And she was just so calm and so peaceful. And you just really see how she resonated in him. You know what I mean? Through his works and the things that he was doing.
But I heard he's like a descendant of African royalty or something, Ethiopian royalty. Like they had a side-by-side picture of some high-ranking royal official in Ethiopia. I mean, he looks just like the motherfucker. But they said like it was his great-granddad or something like that. His father apparently was a plug thug. And just his name and the background of the meaning of his name and all that shit. Yeah, so it was just kind of like he was doper than we probably realized, and we had a God walking amongst us, and we chose, most of us, I'll speak for myself, I chose not to really pay attention to that or celebrate it to the degree it probably should have been until he was gone.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. I'm torn because I love the love that he's getting in the RIPs and the appreciation, blah, blah. I don't like when niggas fake they move and act like they was riding when he was alive.
And
y'all
didn't know
y'all
nothing
just
about
trying to legit, if you posting these RIP shits just to get likes and you're not doing it just to show love, I got a problem with that. But I do like that the energy that is sparking, where it's like, man, you tried to kill this man, and all you did was ignite and elevate him. So now he's eternal in our minds and in the culture, but he's also inspiring others to go ahead and bring their nip out. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's the nip of your community, your block? And now they starting to get love while they can still smell their flowers. So I think that's a positive to me that came around.
No, it's very positive, and I agree with you. Like, I wasn't well versed in Nipsey Hussle. Right?
Nipped them. I mean, we was
waiting.
waiting.
Lauren London, right?
Hey, we go for the surface level shit. The last thing you heard about Nipsey was him smacking the shit out of nigga at the BET Awards. You remember that? Last year he was at the red carpet or whatever. He slapped shit out somebody.
Yeah,
and that's when the last time before that you heard about TMC, that you heard about the philanthropy, that you heard about him buying back the block.
Right, that he signed with Roc Nation. He has a dispensary. He had a creative workspace.
Yeah,
right?
He had an incubator. Has an incubator. Fuck what you mean.
That was going to he has it. That's up now.
Right.
And he was going to build on top of that to start a STEM program for the youth. But he also has his clothing store, Marathon. I mean, he just was doing, like you said, he bought that whole mall.
Woke as fuck. And you know the story behind that was that he said that when he was young, him and his people and his brother and family members used to always get run out the store by the community member that owned it at the time and was like, man, get out my store, get out my store.
And
they like,
selling CDs and stuff in the lot.
This is our community. This is our store. And he was like, get out my store, get out my store. And he said, all right, I got you. He said, now that motherfucker pay me rent. This is my store, like I told you when I was a kid. And that's, I think, that's how we get equity. That's how we get justice. That's how we buy back the block, literally. Man. Is put ourselves in positions of power to do so and put our people on. Like, what's first class if your people got to sit and coach? It's not.
And he was pulling everybody up.
Exactly.
So he was just an all-around good guy. And the fact that he was only 33 doing it. He wasn't like...
That's when Jesus died.
He didn't have to wait to like the top of his success. You know how most rappers, and then they start giving back.
Hey, when I get to $1 billion, I'm gonna wake up.
No, he was working, make a little money, go buy this, make a little money, go start this. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, he was just a dope guy, and the fact that so many people loved him and he touched so many people, it's just a really sad event for everybody, because people, that boys who killed him, his family members getting shot up.
They was bucking this nigga crib and cousin's crib right after until he turned himself in, and I guess now he's in custody. And you know this nigga's being defended by Chris Darden.
Who's that?
The nigga that went against OJ. You remember Chris Darden, the only black attorney that was on the prosecution against OJ? He's defending the nigga that killed Nip. Like, he's a media whore, dog. He's just in it for the fame.
I mean, but there's camera. You going to jail,
There's a lot of spotlight.
And unless you're going to sit in, what is that, lockdown?
Right, 24
hours.
Oh, somebody's
going to get you.
Everybody wants to kill you, bro.
Fact.
So. Stay live. Fuck, stay woke. But also, there's a lot of foolery associated with this, man. Not only the fact that it happened, but what else is happening as a result of just this being on the headlines for so long?
Okay, so we got this monkey out here. I mean, I'm sorry, his name Kodak Black.
Damn.
And
Kodak Black. Know that.
Right, what song he sing again?
He does No Flocking. I'm a healthy kid. I smoke broccoli. He do.
Don't know that. What song?
Z shit. This that Z shit. This that Z shit.
What song?
Nah, but you know Kodak. You know
I
Bodak.
know one song.
Because Bodak Yellow is based off of Kodak's No Flocking. The Cardi B.
Song. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Right. That's his biggest hit.
Yeah. And it doesn't come to mind. So again,
I think of the chorus real quick, but go ahead.
I do remember hearing a song, right, that I used to like because I don't like it no more. So his disrespectful ass goes on IG Live, right, talking about Lauren and how I give her a year to cry in the morning. She can come cry on my shoulder, and you clearly hear somebody say, "Bro, too soon." He's like, "I don't give a fuck."
Nigga.
Talking, wham, and people respond to that. You had the Game respond.
Oh yeah, definitely. LA.
You had T.I. respond.
Man,
you even had Tank respond. Did you see that?
Slowly.
Yeah. Tank? Did you see that?
Oh.
Tank responded.
But no, what Tank say? What did Tank say?
Like,
you know Tank tall as this table. Tank should be called Tank. This nigga little.
So look, he was just like, "Yo, bro, no."
Poor taste.
He did, and he didn't curse. He didn't get disrespectful, obviously, because that's not his style. But he responded. So in Kodak's response to that, yeah, man, you know, I apologize, but I apologize, but I didn't say no disrespectful shit. Like, that's not an apology, bro.
So I ain't disrespect that bitch. You're like, whoa, you are now.
He's like, it's
What
not
you
an
talking about?
apology. And then he went on to kind of respond to the Game and the T.I. Now, the Game, I heard, he said something like, hey, 50 Cent helped you get off that pole. Basically calling the Game a stripper before he...
Yeah. He had a troubled past.
Okay, so he and I haven't heard a response back to that.
Yeah.
With T.I.
Game will come out with a 20-minute diss track just to be relevant, G. So watch out for that one. Goddamn. Game
So
is
wait,
extreme.
T.I. did make a diss track. Kodak came
About Kodak?
out and responded.
A track or just a statement?
No, okay, so I haven't heard the track, but I heard on the radio that he made a diss track.
Wow.
And then it was on Tone Capone. Then Tone Capone played Kodak's
Response to the diss track. Damn.
And
Tone was exclusive. I just seen that nigga at Peaches. What up, Tone?
really?
Five-head ass
light-skinned
nigga.
brother.
Right. Hey, how's it going?
And so
But there's diss tracks out.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay, Kodak.
Is that some hot off the press shit?
This was like 2 days ago.
Okay, I didn't hear about it. I just saw the post and the response and how disrespectful he came at T.I.'s wife and then daughter.
Okay.
Kodak bogus.
So you saw the daughter thing, right? Okay, so he said something to the effect like, I'll fuck your daughter.
Your daughter fine. She'll catch this pipe.
And
woo wop bam. You know what I'm saying? Shorty went crazy. He went crazy
He
talking
was
about, man,
really
you better
bogus.
fall back before I fuck the shit out your daughter.
Really
I'm like,
bogus.
whoa.
He was way out of line. And
But
so,
before that, he said that Tt&Tiii, he said, man, you just mad because Tt&Tiii ugly as fuck and Floyd almost snatched that bitch from you and what? Like, he went crazy.
then he called his son a faggot. That's another thing Tone said. He called his son a faggot.
Them fighting words, bro.
Yeah. So, I mean, T.I. hasn't responded yet, but come on, Tip. You got to come with something. I mean, I'm just
Man,
saying.
say something.
Just saying.
Say something, Tip, or stop looking like me. Because I would say something.
Y'all do not look alike. Stop
I know,
claiming
man.
that.
No,
you know
no,
what you do
no.
look
I'm
like?
not saying I
I'ma
do.
say this,
But a motherfucker will stop in traffic and be like, hey, I just want to let you know your profile looks like T.I. I'll be like, yo, what the fuck?
No, you all. Calvin looks like the anchor on Good Morning America. His name is like T.J. Holmes, I think.
Nobody knows
And
him.
no,
He's a light-skinned guy with a low cut.
Thank
That's
you.
all I'm saying. I look like every light-skinned nigga with a low cut. I
No,
look like
you don't.
Barack Obama.
No, you
Get
don't.
out of here. Anyway, man, fuck the foolery.
So
Kodak.
wait, the latest thing I just heard on TMZ today, Kodak was leaving Detroit, going to a concert in Boston. He didn't show up, so his fans was outside the concert talking about, fuck you. No, fuck you, Kodak, because he didn't show up.
Fuck you, Kodak.
Because he drove from Detroit through Canada to come back to New York.
Right.
He had guns, weed, all type of shit on him. Got pulled over.
Ah, come on.
He already has a felony.
Again? He staying some shit, man. He had I think he walked off of interview with Ebro in the morning on Power 97 in New York because they was asking him about a pending case he had that had some sexual allegations tied to it. And it took somebody cheeks. So it's just like, come on, man.
Somebody want his...
He is a rather ugly motherfucker. I will say that. He's pretty unattractive. He looked like Orange is the New Black. Crazy eyes.
I haven't seen that.
But you've seen this lady from Orange is the New Black, G. They got the same hairdo and everything, dog, a lot of the times. But Kodak, just step your shit up. I think it should go back to old school where it's like, all right, bars aside, Instagram posts aside, bam, square up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of problems would be solved if rappers solved their beef like how we used to on the playground. Not this year's playground, but like 20 years ago, playground was just like, man, fight me then. I don't think nobody would be talking shit to anybody.
Yeah.
I think 50 would be really bullying niggas.
Yeah.
Game probably would have a lot less smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But and T.I., he seemed like I believe he can fight.
I believe so too.
I
just want to believe he can fight.
I just don't want him to be no puss ass nigga with all that talking he be talking. But
Right.
I say stay off the Instagram, stay off the social media,
Wait,
and handle y'all
let's
shit in
stop talking
person.
about kids. Like, leave people's kids
Yeah.
out of it. That's like one step.
And I mean, just be tasteful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Kodak wasn't being tasteful when he said that shit about
I don't
Nip.
think he has taste.
Yeah, that's another thing. Let's just have a Toastmasters class, nigga. Teach you some
Right.
etiquette. All right, also going on in entertainment, Homecoming. Now, this is the new joint by none other than the Queen Bee herself, Beyonce, or I like to call her Beyonce. And there's some new shit on Netflix where they just pretty much took her Coachella performances and put it into a 2 hour and 15-minute package?
It's 2 hours and 15 minutes.
That motherfucker is lengthy. I just know this. I was at the black-owned dry cleaners on 47 the King, and I told them, like, yeah, I was just next door at Peaches watching, Homecoming. They was like, oh, how'd you like it? I was like, I only watched 12 minutes, but I get the gist.
Right.
They was like, what you mean? How long is it? Like, man, that motherfucker about 200 minutes, man. He was like, man, I watched Beyonce for 200 minutes. I said, I wouldn't. I'll be done. 30 minutes, I'm done. I'm just saying, like, I didn't go to Coachella to see Beyonce, so why would I want Coachella to come to me to see Beyonce? I respect her. She's the queen and all that. But 2 hours of anything is overkill.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
Well, okay, so Homecoming is the documentary of her Coachella performance, but also the creative process behind it, right? And then she kind of shows her being pregnant those last few months, getting back in shape, getting back down to fit in old costumes, that kind of thing. And so I think that part is great.
Maybe
and I
should
think
finish watching it.
Well, see, no, because I heard majority of it is the concert, the performance.
That's what I felt.
Well,
like they kept going back and forth to mostly concert shit.
And I feel like, I saw that shit all on Instagram last summer. I
don't
don't want to watch that again.
Thanks, America.
Right. But because I think she's so private with her personal life, people will take any little minutes or bites that they give that she gives her. Yeah, because people really want to know, like, what she's like.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They love her as a star, as a performer, as an entertainer. Yeah. But they also want to be in her business. And so because she doesn't give y'all that, any little thing they jumping on it.
So I also know somebody else is very fond of her. My nigga James St. Patrick, a.k.a. Ghost, a.k.a. Omar Hardwick, or whatever that is. Omar, man, that nigga kissed her in that hot mouth. They said, let me get the corner of that. Let me get the West Hemisphere of that lip. I said, damn, nigga, Jay said it right there with
I think he was excited.
I think he was a little short. You be little and the girl be tall. And you be missing.
You know that side kiss on the cheek?
No, man, he just little.
Nah, he's little.
You know how one of your tiptoes.
Look, he did that to the
girl.
The girl on the stage who played in Crash.
He kissed her in the mouth?
He kissed her twice.
Zio?
No, is that her name?
In Crash?
In Crash.
The real thin one that was getting fingered?
Yeah.
Nah, she was getting fingered. In Crash, she was getting fingered in front of her husband, dog. Terrence Howard. I don't know if you should be doing that, man. I don't know why you fingering my wife like that, man. But stand still, baby. You almost done.
I came with you.
But her.
He
her name like Zoe.
Her.
I thought.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
But he hugged her and he went in for a kiss twice. So I was like, damn, he's just excited. He's having a good day.
But you're supposed to switch cheeks. You ain't supposed to twang, nigga. That's how you end up on the lips. You're supposed to twang it.
Yeah, she seemed a little irritated by it.
Which one?
Beyonce.
Oh, yeah. Beyonce definitely was.
Well, because they on that real tight-knit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the whole infidelity, they just don't play like that.
We
and
don't
that's
do
cool.
that. No cause for concern here.
Yeah, and that's cool. But yeah, so
spit that nigga kiss.
Will you be watching Homecoming?
Nah. I'm not, I think, when you think about, did you support, was you there for Beyonce? Not that she needs my fucking view, but I gave her my 17-minute view. I think that counts. Yeah. They're not going to say, oh, he didn't finish. And I don't want to resume.
And she released the album.
Did she? I heard she was going to come out with a...
No, it's 40 songs live. I
don't need that. She released the Black album. What? She said, man, Beyonce unplugged.
Here y'all go.
Y'all remember this shit? Here it is with live instruments,
and
bitch.
because she know they gonna jump on that shit.
Oh, man.
As they did. So.
Fuck, man, such sheep. Such sheep. Fucking beehive. You should be called the sheep herd. The fuck, man. What else is going on in entertainment, man?
Okay. What's on television or what's not on television?
Oh, shit.
Little Rail's show has been canceled after
damn.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Low numbers, low ratings. I didn't watch it, obviously.
Hey, did you think it was going to make it?
No.
Have you seen it?
No.
I've seen it. And I kind of knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of know Fox's formula. Now, it was cool.
Yeah.
They was on Fox and whatnot. But it's the same thing with the Cleveland show. Like, you watch Family Guy and you just like, oh, shit. And you watch Cleveland show and you're like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? This might stay on for 2 seasons. You know what I'm saying? He had a primetime spot and all that. And, good for even getting it.
Yeah.
But, the creative minds behind it, including himself, Gerard Carmichael, his shit got canceled the year before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I hate to say it like this, and I don't want to make everything seem like motherfuckers is trying to be whatever with us, but it just seems like we gonna give y'all shows that we know ain't gonna be successful just to say, nigga, we gave y'all shows that wasn't successful. So now we finna do more Fresh Off the Boat.
Yeah.
Now we finna do more the George Lopez show. The George Lopez show was on for years. And it was good though. It was good. I ain't gonna trip. But then them Latina girls, like his wife was bad as shit.
Yeah, it was good.
When his daughter became
so
a
why
maid,
wasn't Lil Rel funny?
I think he was almost like too. He wasn't universal enough. He's not universally funny. He's Chicago funny.
Okay.
And he reps and puts on for the city all day, every day. He had Vic Mensa on there. He's always wearing Bulls apparel. He puts his life, like the single father, whatever, into his craft. But there's just something about a show about nothing that has a little bit more longevity. There's something about a show that has a diverse cast of friends that allows you to just play with different storylines. When it's just rail, it's like, okay,
you gotta have
you gotta have a cast of characters. Now they put Sinbad on there, but who the fuck is Sinbad these days? I mean, the first episode, this nigga had a mohawk, and then he was bald, and it was just like, bro, this ain't different world.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even remember all that. Well, the people that's viewing Fox right now don't remember all that shit.
Or watching his show don't, have no idea.
So it is what it is, but the fact that you even had a show, the fact that you even, got a full season, I think what the writing was on the wall when they didn't extend their first season from 12 to 13 shows. And it was kind of like, if they're not going to extend an extra episode, they're probably not going to extend the show. But shout out to Marlon. I think his show did numbers, and it's still on Netflix, and it's available. And I heard it has multiple seasons. Shout out to Gerard, who did have his show. Yeah. But shout out to motherfucking Tracy Morgan for the last OG. Because they actually got renewed. It's funny. Got Sid on it. Sid got his own show, too.
But also, with Tracy, they're on USA.
I believe they are. Or Tt&Tiii, I don't know. But yeah, it might be USA.
One of those. But then you can do more when you're on those type of networks.
It's less.
Fox, you're in a bubble.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean.
Yeah, them rewrites is
Tracy Morgan show is funny.
Yeah. Tracy Morgan is doing his thing. He's doing his thing, man. So shout out to Hustle Man and all the Hustle Mans out there grinding and trying to get on. But we got to do better with supporting our shows. I tried to watch the Lil Rel show a whole season just to make sure, like I'm supporting it, blah, blah, blah. But again, it takes more than just me.
Cedric's show, what is it called? The Neighbors or The Neighborhood?
The Neighborhood, I think.
Yeah,
but he stays next door to the white boy.
That's pretty funny. But he got Tashina Arnold. Mm-hmm. It's like a nice cast.
He had Jess Niche was like his sidekick on the Lil Rel show. But it was still
seems pretty black.
Very urban.
On Fox.
Very urban. And
on Fox. But if
the
you
niggas
notice,
that's watching Family Guy are not really going to stay around for Lil Rel.
And if you notice, the two main shows is probably really doing good that are black on Fox is what? Empire and Star.
And Star, yeah.
Foolery.
Yeah, and then you got Lee Daniels, who is, and then you got Queen Latifah, who is Cleo. So,
is
there an agenda being pushed here or no? You know what I'm saying? But again, man, you can't blame the brother for trying. If you're going to fail forward. And it was a great run while it lasted.
So, I know you Game of Thrones people super happy.
Thrones.
They're back.
Them Thrones.
They're back.
After a long awaited goddamn 16 months.
Really?
Them Thrones.
I
might have been 24.
Started, so
I
don't feel the pressure.
Got a lot of catching up.
I do. But okay. So I was never a fan. I never watched until a month ago. Mm-hmm. And what I like is if you watch season 1 and you get the basis, the foundation of who everybody is,
gist.
Man, you can pick it up and catch up at any point. I do like that. And I did cheat. I watched a little bit of this new episode so I can watch comfortably knowing who not going to die, who going to.
Right. I just like that I'm finally to that point after, now they're on the 8th season, that you could say a motherfucker's name and I'd be like, oh, I know who you're talking about. Because, man, halfway through, I was like, who is...
You one of them people.
Who is Sansa? Fucking Sansa, is that a dragon?
I knew that after the first season.
It'd be hard to I know your last name, but the first names be kind of hard to keep up with. Man.
I'd be like,
who's Tartantuan? I don't know, is that the midget or is that the dickless nigga? Like, which dickless nigga is it? Like, I don't be knowing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad that I kind of get the names and nice little cadence. And I heard that not only is this the last season, But it's only gonna be like 6 episodes.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, that shit's almost over with. It's 1/6 over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's your Sunday. You're gonna have that back very soon.
Okay, cool.
Before it's done snowing in Chicago, Game of Thrones will be off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but maybe they'll do like Power, and a couple times I think they did this with Game of Thrones. Take a week off in between, so they might piece it out to make it extend. But it's like
they
it's
might
not
not
on
play
every week.
nothing Sunday. It's Easter Sunday.
Yeah, that would be a good time to just, recognize, religion and shit. So, I don't know. But Game of Thrones, welcome back, what I'm saying? And we were talking about this off camera, how the story matters, man, because, we want to support the Little Rails, the Marlins, the Gerard Carmichaels, the Cleveland shows even. But there's something to be said about the fact that there's so many people in our network, so many people in our community, so many people that's in the culture and for the culture that fuck with Game of Thrones, and we're not represented in that shit.
No, not at all.
There was one black dude in that, and he was like a pirate. And nigga was, trying to get shillings and shit.
But we're
off
okay
niggas.
with it because the
But
story
we're fine
is
with it
so
because
good.
the storyline is so fucking captivating, dog. And they will kill a main character like
that. Yeah.
But you on your ass like, who's finna die?
Right.
Somebody's going to get bodied, G. So stories matter, man. So for all of y'all aspiring creatives out there, don't worry about making your shit too black or too universal. Focus on the story, and I think they will come. All right. Besides Game of Thrones, Real OG, Lil Real, what else is on TV that people should give a look at?
My show is back.
What's that?
I haven't watched it because I don't have Showtime.
Oh, shit, what's that?
Deuces and Moreau.
Deuces! I just seen a billboard with these niggas on 57.
They're
on
you
made it when you're on a billboard in Chicago.
Yep.
Come on.
Showtime. They come on right before The Shy.
Okay. And The Shy is on what season? 2?
Yep.
2. Yeah, so shout out to The Shy. Shy's doing well. And are they on, so what day of the week is
They're
that?
both on Showtime. And I don't know because I don't have
you don't
Showtime.
have
So
Showtime.
figure it out if you got Showtime.
No, I want to tell y'all this, man. So I was struggling to figure out how I was going to watch Game of Thrones because I don't have HBO.
HBO Go, right? Can't you just sign up for that?
I could, but it's what, $9.99?
No.
I left my wallet at home. But I found a free website. So you can go to www.6.fmovies.to. You can watch everything, G. You can watch all this shit. You can watch us.
Let me write that down. What is it again?
www.fmovies.to. And you can watch everything. Any show that's ever been out. And that's what I wanted to say earlier, man. We was talking about black shows and support black shows. I was having a hilarious conversation with my homegirl. Shout out Mama Mia if you're listening. And we was just talking about, you remember the Jeffersons? And you remember you remember good theme music in general, right? So all the motherfucking shows that come on.
Bees don't burn.
Do you remember the end of Jeffersons? How that shit went off? Let me remind you. Was humming hard as fuck, G, for like 2 minutes. Though we had to YouTube that shit. Like, no, this bitch didn't hum the outro. Hard as hell, though, G. Give that shit a listen. You will give yourself a laugh.
You know, I can still watch that now.
Who
They
the
funny.
fuck hums a soundtrack?
She did.
She did. Hattie McDaniel, motherfucker, whoever the fuck that was. Fannie Lou Hamer, Mary McLeod Bethune. Goddamn. All right. Anything else going on in entertainment we should know about?
Yeah. So Wendy Williams is her own Hot Topics right now.
Ugh. What?
Check this out.
Ugh.
So she has decided to divorce her husband because remember he was allegedly cheating. Well, he has a whole baby now. Okay. So she repoed the car he bought his new boo.
She repoed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
$215,000.
Physically, she.
No, she had the trucks and stuff come and repo that shit.
She's strong. She's a strong bitch.
She gave him 48 hours to vacate their home.
Oh, vacate the property.
And she also fired him as the executive producer of her show and banned him from the set. So yeah, I think she's pretty much done.
When the chickens come home, the roof head ass. Goddamn. But that's what you get for riding the coattails of your lady. You have to have your own thing. Like Mary J. Blige's husband.
Yeah.
All these niggas. Sigourney Weaver's husband, if she has one. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you have to have your own thing,
yeah,
dog. You cannot be reliant on your woman because a woman scorned
will take all that shit.
That. You said half. Nigga. But yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
But
and last in entertainment, and we're just gonna give you a quick sports update because I was shocked that Magic Johnson stepped down.
Where are you now?
I was.
He seemed unhappy in his role. You know how you in a role, you get a job, you're like, I I ain't really want to work here. I like the outside of the building, but I don't like this job. I don't like this role. I felt like that was kind of writing on the wall. Dog. He was terrible at his job. Like, let's just keep it a buck. This shit, you're required to go scout overseas and then back alleys and shit. It's not a glorious job, dog.
He was the general manager?
He was the president of basketball operations. So all things non-business, but all player related and all team related, he was in charge of. So how am I going to find the next whomever, Magic Johnson? How am I going to find the next Kobe, the next Mike?
See, he's older. That's for a young person.
Yeah, that's not really his cup of tea. You got to be in the office. You got to be present. This nigga loves to travel and vacate, and he lives a good life without this good title. It's a sexy title, but it's not a glamorous job.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yes, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. So the Lakers are going to hell in a handbasket, it seems like. I mean, they didn't fire their coach. I think they just let him go, and now he coaches the Sacramento Kings. Luke Walton. He was gone the day after Magic. Magic resigned. Rob Pelinka, who was Kobe's former agent, who is like general manager or whatever, he's still there, but everybody seems to have a problem with him. Jenny Buss, who is the owner, and she like fired her brother after her dad died, and it was both of their teams.
Right, I remember
Fired her brother, hired, you know what I'm saying, whatever, and just has been losing since she's been in the driver's seat. And now they're saying that maybe Kobe might replace Magic because his homeboy is already working there, and Kobe is more that gritty.
He is more
quiet, trilingual.
And
you know what I'm saying? He'll go and
travel.
He'll do that shit. So, man, Kobe, what you on? And then they also said he has more of an influence over like free agents now. So a free agent now, like a Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker, and Kawhi Leonard. They grew up watching more so Kobe than they did Magic.
So he's more
he
relatable.
Had more influence.
Got it.
We'll see.
Next, they have you seen Derrick Rose's movie Pooh?
Pooh. No, I haven't, but I heard it's a tearjerker. I heard it's very good. I've only heard this from Chicago motherfuckers. I don't know how many people like globally are checking for this. But no, he matters locally.
Yeah,
the story matters locally. I heard it really exposes how the bullshit nigga. Like they was on some bullshit with this nigga Pooh. And you know how he bounced back and you know made the All-Star team, suffered all these injuries and and grew his hair out. You know we get it, but you know he's on the road to recovery.
Yeah.
I don't know where you can find it. Maybe on www.6.fmovies.to, but I don't know what platform it's on, man. But it is called Pooh, and it is the documentary or biography of some sort of Derrick Rose. So Chicago stand up on that one. What else is in the TV?
And last but not least, sports. Russell Wilson signs the biggest contract, $140 million, with a $65 million signing bonus.
That nigga finna throw the ball to himself, nigga. Okay. He gonna catch the bag and the ball, dog. That nigga won. Yeah. But I give kudos to Sierra, dog, because now I didn't share this earlier, but I heard. I don't like to talk about rumors and opinions on this and the third, unless they're mine. But I heard that you know Russell Wilson went to Wisconsin and was Big Ten, whatever. He was a stud in college. And he played for the Badgers. But Madison, Wisconsin is notorious for white people.
Okay.
And he came out of college with a white woman, white girlfriend, and married her. And when he was in that rookie contract or whatever, not even getting paid a lot, but balling the fuck out and going to Super Bowls and MVPing and shit like that, he was married to this white woman. Supposedly, she was getting smashed by a receiver that was on his team. Yeah, that was on the Seahawks at that time, who has since bounced around the league and shall remain nameless. But little pretty boy nigga was apparently running up in this nigga chick. So they get divorced, and then he hooks up with Sierra.
Oh, so he made an upgrade.
Yeah, since then it's been working out for him. I mean, they've been going viral with the little dances. They're co-parenting well. You know what I'm saying? Future. JC was right about that shit. And they have their own child. You know, they take naked pictures and shit like that. So they do their thing. But I feel like there was something behind the hooking up with Sierra and the level up. She did the level up challenge, and now her husband is the highest paid NFL player, period.
Well,
that's a motherfucking level up. So I just want to shout out Sierra for just that power couple that she brings to the table. Yeah. Now, he is a baller. Don't get it twisted. But I think there's something to be said about the woman behind the man.
And I would say, since he's been with Sierra, I feel like his swag level has come up.
Man.
Because before, he was kind of like...
you know, fucking Oreo, man. He was just like a fucking Oreo, dog. It was like you weren't cool. You had no swag. Your hair wasn't off correctly.
Yeah.
It was something you were missing, and she's giving it to you.
She's giving it to you.
Oh, giving them something
I
he
agree.
can feel. All right. But I think that about wraps us up for this week's entertainment segment on this That Third. Literally.
Kelsproduction, yeah, that's